Welcome back, boys and girls. Welcome back. I hope it didn't scare you too much with my last video. But in this video, I want to talk a little more of what I mentioned in the last one, but in perhaps in more relatable light, and how all that relates to everyday life that we just lived, and perhaps will live, and to know what's crack-lacking with that. So, as you noticed in the previous video, I was talking about 6 types of energies. 6 types of energies. And one energy I would call this like a confidence energy. There's a certain type of vibration and the frequency is a confidence energy that is basically like naive masculine energy, is that boyish charm, confidence, right? That playful, adventurous teenager, right? That just grabs the girl by the hand and says, let me show you what's up, let me show you something cool, you know, and that is some stupid ass shit. So that type of energy, that type of confidence, that type of playful boyish charm is that type of vibration. There's nothing wrong with that. Actually, the whole point is to have that energy, but this energy is fragile and is under threat in this game. I'm gonna get to that. I hope I'm not poking your eyes with my fingers. Alright, so this is something that we can all relate, right? It's that playful video gamey type of energy that we all have, and this is type of energy that all chicks dig, you know, humor, flirtation, all that stuff. Alright, so there's this energy, okay? Like I would say, naive masculine energy. Then you have a feminine side of that, and that is innocence. That's innocent energy. Okay, that's girly type of innocence, playfulness, openness, super sweet, super pink, super amazing, that all the boys, you know, salivating over, right? So that very girlish, giddy, charmy type of energy, that innocence, right? So there's that energy, okay? It's also in this reality is under threat. You know, the man and the woman, we both want to secure that type of energy, that type of innocence and that boyish charm and confidence, and to play this game of life, to enjoy this game, just make this game as, you know, your playground. That's what we want to do, and be carefree. So there's nothing wrong with those two energies. You know, sometimes people say, well, in order for the man to be born, a boy must die and all that stuff. Don't listen to that bullshit. Boy shouldn't die. However, the man should be born. But boy, that your soul is that boyish or girlish energy. All right. And so this is the energy that we open up to other people, and then, as you'll see, sometimes it doesn't work the way we planned, and that naivete, that innocence is under threat, and we become disappointed, like, what the fuck is going on, you know? I thought that's the way. Why it doesn't work? Now, the other side. Now I want to talk about the other side. The other side, there's this energy, a masculine energy, is the pain and fear energy, okay? And the point of this corrupt masculine is control. It wants to have control over other people because it's ego-based. It's the heart of coal. I would call it like the dark crystal. That's masculine because it has certain type of crystal sharp edges because it's capable to diffract the innocence into fear, and it feeds on innocence. You see, this is why you see these events with Puff Daddy or what the fuck his name is, practicing. You know, I don't want to get into this because it's, you know, you check it out if you want to, but the guy is pretty nasty, using people's innocence and instilling the fear into them in order to gain control. That's basically textbook black sex magician, you know, whatever you want to call it. Corrupt masculine, okay? It feeds on innocence, produces fear in order to gain control because it's so insecure in itself that it cannot be lower than anybody else. That's ego, you see? And so that's how it functions, and it feeds on innocence, okay? And the other side, the feminine side of that corrupt side, is also the heart of coal, which is more like matte, absorbing, you know, the light. It takes that boyish charm, confidence energy. It takes your confidence and produces doubt as well. It produces doubt. Why does it do that? That feminine receives your confidence and uses that as energy to achieve her goals. This is you can see it in our culture right now. These insidious women who are insisting that they are the shit in a business and stuff like that. You know, and I don't mean like just like you see what I'm saying, like it's not a genuine success. It's success came from the ego in manipulating men, you know, gold digging, whatever you want to call it, but there's that insidious dark feminine that feeds on the confidence on men in order to get her way, okay? So as you can see, this confidence energy and that innocence energy is under threat. And in fact, what actually happens is that innocence and that confidence, in fact, has an attraction for that other side. Okay, it has an attraction for that. So this is why sometimes you can't explain why some men are insisting to being with some woman who just uses them, doesn't give anything in return, emasculate them, steal their confidence, and you know, basically sucking the life out of man in order to sustain their whims and desires. I shouldn't call it even desire, like ego whims, tantrums, if you will. Okay, so now you have those two sides, I should say two genders on the dark side. Okay, this is very relatable. This is why sometimes, you know, if you are still in a naive masculine energy, you're the target, and you're also going to be seduced into that thing, you know, and get addicted to it because you don't yet have the fatherly energy in you. Okay, same with women. You're probably going to be also enticed, seduced to be part of that, you know, have your innocence taken away by some schmuck who just wants control. Okay, so hopefully that kind of settled things in perspective. So we have those four energies. Those are real, tangible energies that can be seen in physics as well. I don't want to go into physics now, maybe in the next video. But those are real energies. that they're interacting. Okay, this is why these types of relationships, it's always like somebody is abused and somebody is abuser. Okay, but that's not how the life meant to be. That's not how the life meant to be. So this is why it creates the necessity for this two more energies to be born out of this, because the innocence must be protected, and that confidence, that charm must be protected as well, because innocence makes the energy flow, confidence makes the shit done. Those two energies are necessary to create your dreams. Okay, if you got messed up by that corrupt feminine energy, you may lose your confidence. You're no longer interested in the world. You're no longer dreaming about what could be. You don't believe that it could happen. You know, like all of that stuff is because you lost that type of energy. Okay, and you gotta bring it back. And the same thing on the other side, the innocence, the playfulness, the giddiness, all that makes the energy flow, makes the boy dream, and makes the girl want to play. Okay, those two energies, you gotta bring it back. You got to bring them back, because that's the only way you create your dreams, and that's why you came. That's why you came here. But the way to bring it back permanently and never have them taken away from you, the man and the woman needs to create additional energies that I would call it power, real power, not control, real power or wisdom is the type of frequency as well. This type of frequency is like the highest frequency that could exist before it goes back to the zero. Okay, and sometimes if you've seen in the stellar constellations, the quasar is a great example to show the real power. And it basically is like a laser beam of light shooting up and down, making everything go. Okay, organizing everything into perfection. So that's, sometimes people will call that energy Christ or God or whatever. The primordial organizing principle that feels like bliss, it's real power, and that is what what people call God. And I'm telling you this to realize that energy is inside of you. It's not, it's not, God isn't something mysterious. It's like, where is this God? God is that bliss organizing principle, that Christ energy that you have. And I'm kind of trying to show everyone of how to create that energy. Okay, I'm gonna get to that in a second. But you need that to protect the innocence of a girl. You need that power, real power. Now, on the other side, women also need to get and acquire a new type of energy, which would be like the mothering energy. Would be divine father, divine mother. That's her responsibility too. And that energy in physics you can equate to total zero, vacuum. It's pure stillness, nothingness, sometimes called Holy Spirit, 0 point. It's that peace of the peace of the peace of the peace. It's like peace that surpasses all understanding, as it says in the Bible. Okay? She has a natural talent to acquire that type of energy. And she can acquire the type of energy from that by alchemizing that energy of what I would call pressure or doubt that is being produced by the corrupt feminine. She uses that same energy that emasculates men, and that energy is very depressing. It's pressure, pressure. It's squeezing you and basically making you still, right? But through the surrender, a woman can surrender to that energy and move into that stillness and silence. That depression is turning into peace. And that peace is very powerful because it basically is like a shield. No spells work where there is no sound. So no dark magic, no nothing works when a woman is in that field of peace. I'm using word, right? But again, I'm 0 point or a total zero would be another expression of that. But it's a particular type of energy. It's a particular type of energy. Void, another way of saying it. And so this is not just a woman, responsibility. I'm just saying that women tend to have a better talent for surrendering. And so if she feels that type of energy, that depressive energy, she can transmute it. And that becomes a sorry, I just got in the rocket mode on my Tesla. Don't mind. All right. What was I saying? Right, that energy becomes like the shield for the spells of doubt. And so not only for her, but like if she has a man in her life, the man begins to regain his confidence because doubt's not running anymore in that energy. She becomes like the shield for him, and so he starts regaining his confidence, the motion, the movement, and he starts becoming more like boyish and charming and engaged with life, and start dreaming again, and start wanting to create the dream for her that she could play. That's what started happening. It's reviving that most precious energy that is fragile, but now she protects that energy. Okay, now vice versa, what the man does, it takes that corrupt motherfucker energy of fear and alchemizes that into I mentioned that before, into bliss, right? The fear is actually, it's this type of energy. It's like a contraction of energy, and it's like pain, right? But the pain, if you alchemizing it, if you put 100% attention, I'm sorry about that glare, if you put 100% attention on it, all of your attention on that source of the pain that is coming at you, and stay with it and don't move from it, don't think about anything, just stay with it and just make one particular goal of all your might to be completely and totally aware of the source of that pain within your field of awareness, so to speak, right? And stay with it and don't move from it. I don't care how long it takes, until it dissipates, until it starts turning into bliss, until it turns into power. And if you don't give up, it will turn into bliss. Okay? Now that bliss energy is basically makes a woman feel safe. She doesn't feel anxiety anymore. She starts, because she feels your light, your bliss. She feels safe. So she begins to be more open to you, more playful, more ecstatic about things, and so the energy begins to flow. And now you two as a couple can start building your dream life as you always had the right to do so. But this time it's not stoppable, it's unstoppable, because both of you have that power. And so what happens is that not only that you gain your power back that you lost from before, now the very same energy that was incapacitating you, you use the enemy's energy to facilitate that. You see, so you don't even mind that there's these people out there that emitting fear, or that these or men that emitting fear, or these controlling men or women that emitting doubt. You don't care about it. You use the same energy, you alchemize it into stillness or peace and bliss or power. Okay? Checkmate, motherfucker. So, and how, if you may ask, like, how do you alchemize that? It's simple, like complete and total attention and awareness. It's called, another word for it, courage and surrender. A man can point and face the source of fear, which is pain, with full attention and stay with it without moving. So it's a bit like if you ever gone to the gym, and I'm sure you have, and when you're moving your muscle and the muscle gets a little more and more pumped up, that burning comes on you, right? And so in that moment you may say like, and you give up. But if you don't give up, if you keep on pushing through that, you may enter the state where, right after you let go, and there's this euphoric sensation comes over your muscles, you're like, oh fuck, so it's a little bit like that. You got to break through it. And if you do so once, you'll gain a lot of confidence about this, because you'll say, fuck, I can take and transmute any pain. Now that's power, because nothing can control you anymore, because everything is being controlled through this pain and pleasure. But when you no longer can be controlled, if somebody, some energy is trying to make you feel bad about something, so you kind of give up on it, because pain is the currency, right? It says basically, I'm going to make you feel pain, and if you don't do this, the pain won't stop. Now you won't be able to be controlled like that anymore, because you'll take that pain, turn it to bliss, and actually start melting the same opposition. Anyway, all right. Okay. And on the other side is awareness, is another, or surrender, right? When that pressure comes along, just surrender to it, and you move into the stillness and peace. And it's so easy actually to do so. It's so easy. It's like we already are surrounded by that energy. We just need to tune to it. And by just like feeling it, I suppose, like feeling your way to it, and listening, another word for it, listening to the silence, another word. But you don't listen with your ears, you listen with your energy, with your heart. So, and especially when the challenge comes along, when that pressure comes along, or when that pain comes along, that is when you do it, because it's very acute and it's very demanding your full attention, and that's when it works the best. And so you go to the thing that you were running from. Or you didn't like pain, so you wanted to meditate to run away from. You didn't like pressure, so you tried to meditate or do whatever, like healings or whatever, to run away from. Now if you want to grow up, then you don't run away from it, you go into it, and you break through it, and you find out that indeed the pain was nothing but bliss, and depression or pressure was nothing but peace. Okay? And that's how we play this game. I'm gonna make more videos about this, explaining how it pertains to physics and all that stuff. But anyway, this is what I wanted to send to you today. It's pretty basic. Life is not complicated. It shouldn't be complicated. It's pretty basic. We only have two problems, and that is pain or fear, or that pressure or depression. Those are the only two problems that we have in life, okay? And if you conquer those, you can return back to your innocence and confidence and enjoy your life, okay? And but then this time your energy will be protected. You won't need to be worried that somebody's gonna take that away from you, okay? And that is the way the cookie crumbles. What else can I say? All right, hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for watching, and peace. I'll see you in the next one.